The truth is finally surfacing, and those responsible are gripped with fear. They are fully aware that their judgment day is approaching and that they will soon face the consequences for their wicked deeds. For a long time they operated in secrecy, but now the deception has run its course. Their moment has arrived, and all that was hidden must now be revealed. It's clear. Their reign has ended, and they are being held accountable for their actions. What you give to the world eventually returns to you, and the universe ensures that every imbalance is corrected. These individuals spent their time inflicting harm on others, believing they were untouchable. They enjoyed their wrongdoings, convinced their wealth, status, and power would keep them safe from any repercussions. They thought their influence made them immune to the consequences that others would face. But deep within, they knew that the law of reciprocity would eventually catch up to them. They deceived themselves into thinking they could escape, just as others had before them. They relied on their connections and resources, believing that they were part of an elite group who could evade justice with a single phone call. But they overlooked the fact that there is a higher authority, one that no power or wealth can influence. Now the consequences are catching up to them for all the harm they've caused and the unethical choices they made. They will pay for their immoral actions and unlawful conduct. The irony is that those who are now condemning them are just as guilty. The very people bringing them to justice are participants in the same corrupt system. The accusers are often as stained as the accused, and eventually they too will fall. No one is above the universal law. Everyone must face the consequences, and the cycle of darkness is crumbling before our eyes. These people have been pretending to be righteous, all while embracing evil behind closed doors. Their time of reckoning has come. As someone with empathy, it's hard not to feel compassion for them, but the natural laws of the universe cannot be halted. What you sow, you must reap. It's not for us to interfere with this balance. They must face the results of the seeds they've planted. Sometimes we have to let justice run its course. If they are guilty, let them be judged accordingly. And if they are innocent, may they be freed. But those who are guilty know that their time. They see others like themselves, those of equal wealth and fame, being exposed. Celebrities and powerful figures are facing public humiliation and punishment for similar crimes, and this frightens them. They tremble with fear, knowing their day is near. Whatever is hidden will eventually be brought to light, and they can no longer avoid it. For some, it seemed like happiness, but exploiting others only brings temporary pleasure. Genuine joy comes from living truthfully and treating others with fairness and respect. The world works in cycles, and whatever we put into it will come back to us. Those who harm others will find themselves at the receiving end of that same harm. No one can evade this truth, no matter how much influence or power they hold. Just because wrongdoing is widespread doesn't make it right. Even when surrounded by darkness, the time comes when everyone must face the truth. They thought their money and connections would keep them safe, but their downfall is inevitable. Many celebrities and powerful individuals are now losing their reputations because their actions have been exposed. In their world, reputation is everything. Without it, their careers and influence crumble. They have spent years building a brand, but now no company will want to be associated with them. Their once lavish lives are falling apart as their hidden sins come to light. Some of these individuals find themselves in this position because they crossed the wrong person, as discussed in the 48 Laws of Power. They challenged the very people who supported their rise, and now they are paying the price. Despite their corrupt networks, they have overstepped their boundaries. Even in the world of darkness, they upset the balance of power. Now they are facing the consequences of their actions. Celebrities and wealthy people are realizing that their immorality has led them to this point. We're not against wealth, but we believe in achieving success through positive means, through helping others and providing genuine value. This channel promotes growth through integrity and positivity, not through harming or exploiting others. Now they are facing imprisonment, and their once sterling reputations are in shambles. Many relied on their public image to generate wealth, but now that it's tarnished, their income is vanishing. We see it happening with people like P. Diddy. When the powerful decide to turn on you, they will crush you completely. But there is a higher authority, a force greater than any earthly power. In the end, good will always prevail over evil, and light will always overcome darkness. Many celebrities involved in similar activities are remaining silent, knowing they too are guilty. The entire industry is in turmoil as people realize that those they once admired are being exposed. It's always better to live in the light, to choose the path of righteousness. We're not envious of their wealth because we understand that true wealth is internal. It's our connection to the divine, the source of all good. As you continue to rise, do so with integrity and compassion. Never let your success come at the expense of others. These powerful figures are now trembling in fear, realizing that their wealth and influence mean nothing when they are facing judgment. True freedom is far more valuable than any material possession. You are already abundant beyond measure, connected to a higher purpose, and that is worth far more than anything the world can offer. They are now living in constant fear, unable to rest because they know they have done wrong. I do not take pleasure in their downfall, but they must face the consequences. We are here to promote positivity and send out love and light. Each day we aim to spread good energy and help others find peace and joy in their lives. Remember, when you send out good, it will return to you. Dear God, we come before you in awe of your divine justice and perfect timing. May those who have strayed find redemption, and may truth always prevail. Let your light shine in the darkest places, bringing healing and correction. Help us to walk in integrity, to sow seeds of love, compassion, and righteousness. May we never be led astray by temporary pleasures, but be anchored in your eternal truth. Guide us as we continue to grow in your light, trusting that all things work according to your perfect will. Amen.